Hey fam, it's Tams. Today I have a special guest with me, my mom, Kathy.
Half a day and buenas.
So guess what we're doing today? The most requested video, Pancit.
Shrimp Pancit.
Shrimp Pancit. Okay, so the first step to making pancit is we've got the, what is it, Mom? Egg noodles?
Yes.
Egg noodles?
Refrigerated egg noodles.
Yeah, refrigerated egg noodles that we got from the Oriental Market. Okay, what you really want to do is separate the noodles. Once you add them to the pot, you don't want like huge clumps of noodles stuck together, so you want to separate it as much as you can. Okay, so the pancit we're making today is going to be shrimp pancit, and what's really easy, you can go to your local market, Sam's, and you can go ahead and pick out the cooked shrimp in bags.
The large shrimp.
Sure, it's the large size.
This is going to take this.
And there's a lot of prepping involved when you're doing pancit. So here are all the ingredients that we're using today. We got cabbage, onions, snow peas, green onions, baby carrots, and green beans.
We also have green onions.
Green onions there. So the first vegetable that we are going to prep is the green onions.
Maybe a fourth or maybe half of this cabbage. We don't need a whole lot. We just couldn't find a smaller one.
Right.
We just need a little bit of cabbage, just so we have a variety of vegetables in our pancit. So we're gonna do that and just, again, rinse this off.
Okay, so the next vegetable we're gonna prep is the snow peas. Cut the snow peas in half.
A long way.
Lengthwise.
Yeah, just like that.
Or what did Nate say? Hot dog style. Okay, so the next vegetable that we're going to prep are baby carrots.
Baby carrots is because it's so much easier. All I do is just cut them down the long way like that. You just take each one and cut them, slice them long, like each one of them, just maybe 3 times. And that's all you're gonna do.
Okay, so the next vegetable we are going to prep are beans.
Everything is cut lengthwise, as you can see right here. So all we're gonna do here, same thing. We're just gonna cut lengthwise, just like that.
Okay, so next we are going to chop up our onions. And this is just one large yellow onion. Okay, so the next veggie is to go ahead and chop up the green onions.
And this is really for garnishing, or that I use for garnishing. We're gonna garnish it with 2 different things just to make it pretty and presentable. So I split the green onions in half on the stem part, if you have big ones just like this. And you're just gonna dice it small. Our next ingredient that I prefer to use, you don't have to use this, but I use it for garnishing, is this fish cake. And this is the best brand to get, and you can find it at almost any local Asian store. And it's on a pretty cutting board here. So what I like to do is take it off the board, like that, discharge that. And then what I do is then I cut it in threes the long way, and then I slice them thin. So it comes out like that. Just again for garnishing. So I just slice them very thin.
Okay, so before we start to cook the pancit, to make the sauce, we're using achiote or Annato cheese, and this is in powdered form, which is very concentrated. So the first step is to go ahead and take 1 scoop.
And I like to strain it just so that there's no lumps in it. And what we're gonna do is run a little bit of hot water over it, just like this.
So this would give that really...
I need at least, maybe just 2 cups.
2 cups?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so now we are ready to make the pancit. We got all our ingredients now, all prepped, chopped, and ready to go. So what we're doing first is heating about 2 tablespoons, right, Mom?
Yes.
2 tablespoons of oil. We're starting it off at high heat. And then the first ingredient goes into the pot is our chopped onions.
We're gonna use some minced garlic. I like minced garlic. You can use whole garlics if you want. And I would use 2 tablespoons.
2 heaping tablespoons. We love our garlic. Okay, so you saute the onions and garlic for about a minute or 2.
I'm just gonna add a little bit of our achiote water. I'm gonna start with maybe 1 cup first. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. About maybe a tablespoon of salt. And then some black pepper. And bring that to a boil. And just let that simmer for a little bit. Okay, now that it's come to a boil, you can see that the achiote water and the oil is boiling. The next step is I put the noodles down. Everybody normally puts their vegetables down, but I really don't like to cook my vegetables. I like it to, so you want to make sure that all of the noodles get covered with this achiote water. And this is already cooked egg noodles, and we just want it to soften a little bit. So what we're gonna do is just soak the egg noodles in, just like that. And we're gonna turn our heat down to medium-high. And again, this shrimp is already pre-cooked. We don't want to overcook it. We like it firm, so we don't cook our pre-cooked shrimp. Basically, we're just warming it up with the noodles. So what I do to give the shrimp flavor, because it was frozen, is I just add the shrimp into the noodles, and it'll also give the noodles some flavor. So this is it. We put a lot of shrimp. Tammy likes a lot of shrimp in her pancit. And that's pretty much it. And then what I do next is, first we're gonna put the beans and carrots down. We're not really gonna cook it. We're just gonna kind of like saute it with the warm noodles and shrimp already that's in there. We like it crunchy, and we're gonna just stir this up.
Look how pretty that is.
And as you can see,
Lots of color.
and again, when people like their vegetables, you know, everybody's different. Many times we like our vegetables to have a little crunch. We like to taste the flavor of the vegetable. And if you notice, we've already absorbed all the achiote water. So what I do also is I add a little bit of chicken broth.
You can use any kind of chicken broth. We normally like to use the chicken bouillon that we found from the Asian store. It's one of the best.
And this is the best. It comes with a little scoop inside, and
You can tell we use it on quite often. It's almost
use it
empty.
quite a bit. To give it some sauce, you see, there's not very much here because this pancit really shouldn't have a lot of water. After that cooks a little bit, we're gonna put down our cabbage. So we're gonna break it up a little bit and just do this. And then cabbage cooks very fast.
Yeah.
So
So
again,
it should be the last vegetable you put in the pot.
yes, always. And we're just gonna make that simmer a little bit. See how pretty that is? So, everybody's different again. I always put the noodles down first to put flavor into the noodles since it's, you know, refrigerated noodles. And then we just put this down. I don't even cover it because we want, so let's just cook this down a little bit more just to get that crunch.
So it's pretty much that simple.
And that's it. We're
I mean,
done.
the biggest part is prepping all the vegetables. It takes some time to do that, but otherwise, you know, once you start and you're ready to start cooking the pancit, it's just really, you know, adding all the ingredients into the pot and everything. It is so good. Okay, so our pancit is pretty much done. Look how beautiful that is. So Mom is just gonna go ahead and show us how she garnishes
Just for
her.
presentation, I just like to put
She likes to make things pretty.
pretties and put a little bit of this, you know, fish cake just for presentation, and
The green onions also give it a little bit of a
give it some color.
color as well. So this is pretty much it. My mom's shrimp pancit. I just want to thank my mom for joining me today, showing us how to make her shrimp pancit. If you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and that notification bell so you can be alerted of future videos we upload. And we are out of here.